Ladies and fictional men, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you're new, hi, I'm Kit, and these are all for books I read in January. So, in total, I've read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 books in January, which I believe is the most I've ever read in a month. I could be wrong. So, let's just get started. Also, according to my Fable, it says I've only read 14, and that is because the first book I read in January was called Winter's Hearth, which I will talk about in just a second. It's not actually on Fable, and I couldn't find the ISBN, so I wasn't able to able to add it onto my Fable. Also, I'm filming this on the 27th. I haven't read anything today, but I am about to after I film this YouTube video, and I've read every single day. So yeah. So the first book I read was a ebook called Winter's Hearth, which is a romance, and it's also part of a series. And I believe every book follows a different couple, except for book 1 and 2, and they follow the same one. I could be wrong. I'm not going to continue this series, not because the book was bad. I enjoyed it. I'm just not going to pick up the next book in a series if I don't want to. Anyway, so this book is by Asoro H. I apologise if I have mispronounced or will mispronounce any of these books, authors or titles. I rated it 3 out of 5 stars. Didn't make me cry. Not a new favourite. And there was only 27 pages in it. And then the next book I read, I actually started last year, and it was an audiobook, and it is For Fans by Nyla Kay, and I rated it 3 out of 5 stars. It was kind of a letdown because I heard of it through Larry Reads, and she's not obviously me specifically because I don't know her in real life. She loves the book, and I've read other books which she has liked, which I thoroughly enjoyed. This one, not. Like I said, it's an audiobook. It's a gay romance. Didn't know the page number, obviously, because I listened to it via Spotify. And the only notes I had was, I thought I would enjoy it more than I did. And then I listened to another audiobook, which was a novella but audiobook. I don't know how to describe it, which is Lost Boys Halloween by Nikki St. Crow. I rated it 2 out of 5 stars. Did it make me cry? It's not a new favourite. It's a spicy romance, and I think it's part of Never After or whatever series is called, because it's to do with Peter Pan and the Lost Boys and Wendy. No notes. However, the reason why I didn't particularly enjoy this book is I think it was a me issue. So I didn't feel connected to the characters, but I think it's because you're meant to read the actual series and then go into the book, whereas I did for like novella audiobook first. And then I read In Her Sights by Blake Pierce. Rated it 3 out of 5 stars. Didn't make me cry, not a new favourite audiobook, and I also read the ebook version because I remembered about Google Books, and there's some free audiobooks / books on there, and this one was one of them. That one has 239 pages. I was going to work out how many pages I did in total. Oh well. Next book I read was The Essex Serpent by Sarah Perry. Rated it 2 out of 5 stars. It's a classic book I didn't enjoy. I wish I DNF'd it. Paperback historical fiction, 408 pages, and there was a romance element, but you didn't even meet the male love interest, or if you could call it a love plot, to 150 pages in. And there was no connection between any of them. I didn't like any of the characters, and I just didn't think it was very interesting. The next book I read was Good Girl by Piper Lawson. Rated it 3 out of 5 stars. Didn't make me cry, not a new favourite. It was an audiobook. It was a romance, and it was a rock star, also age gap, and she worked in the sound booth. I can't quite remember what she was called. It's also part of the series. Wasn't the best, wasn't the worst. And then I read Death on Parade by Nikki Haverstock. Rated it 2 out of 5 stars. Didn't make me cry, not a new favourite. It's a mystery. Didn't know the page count. Wasn't good, but wasn't bad. Also, fun fact about the audiobook. So I listened to it via Google Books. And on there, it's the actual author who narrated the book, which I do like. And then I finally read the other Elena Armas book that I own, which is The Fiancé Dilemma. The Fiancé Dilemma. I rated it 4 out of 5 stars. It nearly made me cry, like I was so close, but I didn't. Not no favourite. It's a romance and it's 410 pages. Then these ones I'm just gonna all put together because I read a whole series. And that is Hot Stuff from 1 to 5. And that is because I reread them all. They're all by Alice Oseman. They follow Nick and Charlie as they become friends and fall in love. And then it also deals with bullying, homophobia, eating disorders, and just bullying in general. And also, in a way, it deals with the difficulties of being young and being in love and trying to help someone who you love so much while they are in so much pain and not knowing what to do. Yeah, and I tend to reread them every year. Same with my 2 favourite books full time. However, I'm not sure if I'm going to do that this year. I don't know. And then I read my first favourite of 2026. It was a classic as well, and I've been wanting to read it for years. And for years, I've been hunting down a copy of this book, and I was just volunteering, and then I found it. And not only that, it's a illustrated copy. Like, let me get the book. And if you know me at all, you know I love the 2003 version of this film. He was also my first crush, I believe, other than Ribbon Winx Club. And that is Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie. I rated it 5 out of 5 stars. It made me cry, but not necessarily for book. I was 3 chapters away from the end, and when I found out, I just started bawling because I didn't want the book to end. And I remember going through it and finding so many lines that are in the film. Well, every time I encountered one of those lines, for example, "To die will be an awfully big adventure," which is one of my favourite quotes from a book and film of all time, other than I do believe in fairies, obviously. And yeah, it's so good. And I just love it, and I'm just going to keep it. And then one day, if I eventually have children, I'm going to read it to them. Let me show you. Also, I tabbed it because, of course, I'm a tabber now. Let me try and find a picture. Wait. Here we are. Look. See? And I just think this book is so beautiful. And I just loved it. And I also love the fact that J.M. Barrie gave the rights to Great Ormond Street Hospital in London. And yeah, I just think that's cute. And also, since then, every single night I've been going to sleep listening to every single night since I've read that book, I've been listening to the 2003 version of Peter Pan, and it's been knocking me out like that. And even when my eyes are closed, I've seen that film so many times that I know exactly what scene it's playing. And yes, it's just an amazing film and an amazing book, and I very much enjoyed it. Then the last book I finished of January, I was about to say 2025, was Elemental Thief by Rachel Morgan. It's an audiobook. It didn't make me cry. I believe it nearly did. I can't remember. It's not a new favourite. Like I said, it's an audiobook. It's also the start of the series, and it's fantasy. Don't know the page count, and I listened to the audiobook via Google Books. Because what Google Books does is typically, if it's part of a series, the first book is free and then you have to pay for the rest. Whereas a lot of the time I just read the first book. Because honestly, I don't care. I'm probably technically familiar with so many series, but a lot of them are audiobooks, so I don't even remember them. And this book, it had me at the beginning, and then it lost me and then the ending kind of intrigued me, and I was like, I might finish or go into the next book, but then I thought about it again and I was like, no, I'm not going to. So yeah, and if it's obvious, my favourite book of the month was Peter Pan. And do I think everyone should read it? Yes, at least a copy of it. But if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to comment down below what videos you want me to do, questions, and I'll happily do a Q&A video. Also give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and press the subscribe button. And don't forget. No, I forgot my outro. And I'll see you in my next one.